Good morning and welcome back to Linda's Pantry and happy St. Patty's Day. Oh my gosh. So if you guys are out and about, be safe and enjoy your day. You're hearing this the day after, but that's my wish for all of you, to be safe and enjoy your family. I hope you got to have a delicious Irish meal. And okay, so I have a corned beef in the crock-pot right now. We're going to have corned beef and cabbage. My grandbabies are coming. They're not going to want corned beef and cabbage, but I'll make them something else. I'll make them chicken nuggets or something. I can make homemade chicken nuggets and they'll love it. So every year this time of year, I start reflecting because I was told that I was part Irish, part Indian, and you know, and I don't know how true that is because I wasn't raised with my real family. They gave me away when I was a baby, and so even though Thelma never hid anything from me, I didn't really get to, you know, who knows whether she was told the truth. And so I decided I'm going to do the Ancestry, I think it's Ancestry.com or something, and you do a DNA test, a saliva test, and they find out what you're made of, basically, what part of the world the most percentage of your DNA came from, blah, 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 and they send you the percentages. And so, and the reason I'm doing this, because I know who my family is. They've never wanted to have any part of my life, which is fine with me because I had a wonderful childhood. Thelma was the best mom I could have asked for, so, and she taught me to be a good person and to do the right thing by people. Anyways, to make a long story short, and she taught me to be a good mom and all the things that a mother should do. So I have no regrets there, but I do want to know, just, I mean, for my kids' sake as well, and my grandkids, because they don't know for sure what I'm made of. So, because a lot of times you're told something and it's probably not even true. And so that's going on. Have any of you ever done that DNA test? If so, leave me a comment in the comment section and what were your thoughts on it, and yeah, let me know, because I think that's what I want to do. Anyways, I'm going to work. Today's a work day. You saw my outfit. I've got my green leaves from my poppies in my LuLaRoe leggings, and I've got them capri style today. And then after work, I'm going to run up to Kohl's. I've got that 20% coupon and $10 coupon if I spend $75. And I want that new cologne that I smell called Turquoise. I want that. And I'm going to, you know, I'll look around, see if there's anything else. But I also like to look at the children's books because they're really reasonable and they're great storybooks. I usually have them. See if there's any new ones. And then I might be done, I think, for the day, and then I can go home and do some cleaning and get ready for the grandbabies. I've got to take some chicken out though if I'm going to make them chicken nuggets. We're having corned beef and cabbage, but I don't think that they're going to want corned beef and cabbage. So if I ask them what they want, they're going to say pizza, and I'm going to say, well, not tonight because Orion's coming tomorrow night and we'll make homemade pizza. And they make their own pizzas. It's really cute. I'll try to get some footage of them throughout the weekend in my vlogs. And we're going to do a picnic at the park tomorrow and have lunch at the park and let them play and get tired, hopefully. Because a tired, dirty boy is a good boy. So, anyway, I'm here. So I will talk to you when I get done. Okay, guys, I have my lettuces. Okay, so I'm home from work. I'm home from getting my nails did, and I went to the store because I realized we were out of a couple things for the boys. You know, when they come over, I need bubble bath, and because we blow through it pretty quickly. And then I got this fun Mr. Bubble foam soap. Shape, sculpt, create. Ooh, and there's a mystery color. Anyways, any way to get them clean, right? Because they get filthy when they're out here. Then they play in the dirt, and I don't care. I needed to get some antibacterial wipes for Michael to take to work with him. He can put it right in his cooler and wipe his hands off. Oh, and then I got these for tonight. Dino fizzies for the bathtub. So they fizz the bathtub, and then they get a surprise. A little dino baby comes out. They get a baby. So that'll be fun. And then, oh, some training toothpaste. The toothpaste that I bought, they shouldn't swallow it. And I just worry about Miller being only 2, even though he knows he's not supposed to. I don't want him swallowing any of it. So I got him some training toothpaste. And the big boys can use the other toothpaste. It's still a child's toothpaste. And then Michael and I like the Listerine Essential Care. It's fantastic. And then I bought a new Listerine. I like the good old-fashioned kind, but I hate the blue and those colors. I'm hoping this one's okay. It says, Powerful Dentist Clean. Feeling up to 3 times longer. Okay. Ultra Clean. Controls tartar buildup, kills plaque, gingivitis, germs, keeps bad breath fresh for hours, and it's a citrus. So we'll try that out. I'll let you know. Michael, another thing of creamer, because he goes through that so fast. Oh, and this is a new find, you guys. This is avocado mayo. Wait, what? You're friendly. Okay, so it's 1 point for a tablespoon. It's only 60 calories instead of 100 calories or more. And it's made with olive oil or avocado oil, so it's a healthy oil to use. I got the boys some Gala apples, and I bought a couple of tomatoes. Maybe they'll be ripe enough by Sunday to use. A dozen of range-free, cage-free eggs. These dressings were on sale, so I got an Italian dressing and a Southwestern ranch. So when I make pizza, because Michael, he's a dipper. Some pineapple tidbits, 2 small ones and this big one. And I bought some select no nitrates except occurring in celery juice. Hardwood smoked uncured turkey franks, if they opt for turkey franks. Some applesauce, squeezed applesauce, apple and strawberry. I needed more Revitalash envelopes, so I bought 10 of them. And tater tots, check that out. I haven't had a tater tot in years. I think the last time I had a tater tot is I made a tater tot casserole. Anyways, so tater tots. And bag peas, because I only have 1 bag and we may need 2. And some chicken breast nuggets, all white meat tempura breading. So these are raw, you cook them. And so the boys, if they want chicken nuggets, they can have those. If they want mac and cheese, I've got organic mac and cheese. And if we do that, in fact, I might make the mac and cheese, the chicken, and some peas for dinner tonight for them. And then we'll have the corned beef and cabbage. My corned beef is done. Turn my crock-pot on low. It's time. It's almost 3 o'clock. It's time to add in the potatoes and carrots. So I'm going to put that down there. That's going to the freezer. This stuff gets put away. And I guess I'll be back when I got something more to show you. Or when I close the video out. All right, guys. So guys, I forgot, I have to make bread because if we're going to have a PBJ picnic party, we have to have a Pullman loaf, and all I have is sourdough. So I've got here in this cup, I've got my yeast, some warm buttermilk, just, a little warmer than lukewarm. And I'm going to use some yummy raw honey from Hawaii as my sweetener. I'm not going to measure because I don't mind using a lot. We'll say a quarter of a cup. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That honey is so good. Yummy. Okay. So get that mixed in while it's warm so it can kind of melt and give the yeast something to think about feeding on. There we go. Okay. Now, I'm gonna need salt. Hold on, people. Hold on. And I don't use my mixer anymore for my for kneading my bread or even mixing it. It's so much fun to do with this Danish Whisk. I love it. Love it. And this is going to be a honey wheat. I'm going to use King Arthur's white whole wheat flour. It's fantastic. It's a little bit lighter than the other one with the red wheat, I think. So a cup, which bowl? We'll do that one. That will be our rising bowl. Okay. So a cup of that, and then we've got my bread or flour keeper here. Am I doing okay here? And I'm going to use, see, this has a scraper so you can kind of get the side scraped, but it's made for somebody that's right-handed, not a lefty. It still works okay. So we'll start with 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Oh, you know what I forgot? My flaxseed. Hold on. Okay, so I've got my flaxseed. And for my bread recipes, I like about 3 tablespoons in there. You know, you could leave it out, you could, whatever you like. But it's good to get the omega-3s, and this is an organic flaxseed. You can get your omega-3s, and it's heart healthy. It's very good for you. Good for your dogs, too. So, all right, we'll get the dry ingredients kind of mixed up. And now, I don't know if you can see, but it's all bubbly. It's happy. Trust me when I say this yeast is happy. Oh, and we need our butter. So I've got, I don't know, 2.5 tablespoons of butter. And then I could wash this butter dish and put a fresh stick of butter on it. And pour in my buttermilk. So it's a buttermilk flax whole wheat, honey wheat, honey wheat buttermilk bread. And the butter will help the whole thing come together and stay really moist. And, you know, kids, they like soft bread. My Griffin loves bread, and so does Miller. I mean, they literally clean it up when they're over here. Little Miller, 2 years old, he can eat his weight in peanut butter sandwiches when he's hungry. I'm going to pour a little bit, I think that was a little bit more flour, and sometimes your bread kind of has to hydrate, or the flour, if that makes sense, has to hydrate. Now, after I've got it incorporated pretty good to a shaggy dough, I go ahead and add my 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And I don't add it in when I pour that yeast, because salt and yeast don't really like each other that much. You can kill your yeast if it gets too, you know, in contact with the, and now it's coming together. And all I'm going to do is let this dough sit here for a second before I start kneading on the counter, because I want to make sure that it's starting to rehydrate. Then I'm going to flour my counter that I already washed down, flour my counter really good, and knead it. And you're going to knead until you get a soft elastic dough, and then we're going to put it in here to rise. And that's all there is to it. Bread making is so easy. Oh yeah. And see how easy it is to mix your bread dough with that whisk, and it's not all stuck. It comes right off that whisk. It's just a great design. All right. I am just about ready to turn it out. And I guess I'll bring it back when I can show you some bread. Okay, so I have been super busy. I got a beautiful, and I'm talking perfect Pullman loaf out of the Pullman Bread pan. And you guys, hopefully I get to keep the clip where I showed you how I made that. It was perfect, and it just had started to crown up and touch the lid when my oven was at 225, and I put it in there. It wasn't finished preheating, but I put it in there, and it stopped it from overflowage. Because if I'd have left it out and put it in when it hit 350, I get overflow, and we don't want that. Okay, it's time for me to put the grandkids chicken breast nuggets. Look at those. My son said, yeah, they won't eat corned beef and cabbage. So he said, should I feed them or are you going to feed them? So I said, no, I'll feed them. So I'm going to put those on. And I said, how about Annie's organic mac and cheese and peas? And he said, yeah, they'll eat all that. And I know they'll have bread. So anyways, the dogs are outside. My son should be here any minute with the boys. And we got to get car seats in the car. And then by the time we do all that, it'll be time for us to eat. But the house smells like corned beef and cabbage and bread. And oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. And Michael's on his way as well. So it's going to be a fun night. Look at you guys. Yeah. Oh, they finally got here. Are you guys having dinner? Yeah. Yeah? What are you having?
I don't know.
You don't know what you're having? You're having Annie's mac and cheese, organic mac and cheese, and you've got it. Oh, you lost some off your plate. And peas and chicken nuggets. Nils, take a bite. I think it's okay now. I do. Those are chicken nugget breast bites. Is it good? Yeah, it is, huh? I love it. And a big jug of water. Do you see you?
Yes.
Yeah. That would
waving at myself.
That would be my Griffin. So, are you excited about tonight? Oh, is that too hot? Yeah. Oh, baby, wait. Okay, wait. You gotta blow on it. The middle of it's hot. Maybe if I cut them in half, okay? I'll cut them in half for you. Oh.
I hope I catch a leprechaun here.
You're gonna catch a leprechaun? Oh, wow. I hope we catch a leprechaun too. That might bring us some good luck.
I didn't bring the trap.
So, what are we doing later? After all dinner and everything, we're gonna take a big bubble bath, huh?
And
yeah. And we gotta put our tent up.
And then have the dessert.
Yep, we gotta have some dessert. That's right. And then what happens tomorrow?
Orion comes.
Yeah, their cousin Orion comes. Huh.
Why didn't he come tonight?
I don't know. They were busy. It'll be okay. Tomorrow's even better. That way you have us all to yourself for a minute.
We get the sweet for 2 nights. He gets the sweet for 1 night.
That's all right. It's all good. Okay. Okay, so it was so much fun that I forgot to close the video.